For a week in January, members of the Loyola community journeyed to Apopka, Florida to live and work with immigrant families, learning about the challenges and injustices facing those who have immigrated to the U.S.
Literally, as soon as we got off the plane, we got to go to a Three Kings celebration, which is a big thing in those communities. We're playing soccer with all the little kids, playing basketball on like a makeshift hoop. As soon as we started like playing soccer with the little kids, kind of all the barriers kind of went away, and the comfort zone was just massive. So it was awesome.
Working with the Hope Community Center was awesome. Our whole trip was planned by them, and it was just great to be part of their community. Definitely a community of love, of acceptance and welcoming.
Our host family was extremely welcoming the very first night, right off the bat. And I was kind of surprised how excited the young girls were at the homestay.
My homestay family was amazing. It had 3 kids, and the little daughter Emily, who's 3, is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. She was always at my hip whenever we were home.
Well, I was the only one who didn't know any Spanish in the house. I still felt at ease and happy to be there, and I never saw a frown on my host mother's face the whole time I was there.
Oh, I felt at home the first night I was there.
I loved having the kids around. Natalia was 4, she was my host sister. She said hello to us, introduced herself, and then she jumped on the bed and hugged me because I have braids in my hair.
And the food, so good. The food was so good. We had like tortillas every day, so I miss those.
And the kids would be so excited to see us, and we'd help them with their homework, or we'd play games, and they would just jump all over us and tell us about their day and how much they missed us. It was like we had become adopted siblings that quickly.
You're staying in their home. They were just so open, and to kind of, just take us in as basically a stranger family and make us a part of their family for the week. That was just a very wonderful experience.
It was just so humanizing to live with a family. Immigration will, never look the same for us. The first day that we were in the fields, we worked with cabbage, and the same thing with the kale. We worked from about 7 a.m. to noon, and during that time we were definitely aching. We were freezing. We were very cold, even though it was Florida.
Go as fast as you can and fill as many boxes as you can.
These immigrant workers go there every single day and have no choice but to stay there and work there and receive unfair wages.
Those kinds of things that made you really think in the moment, like, wow, if this was my livelihood, I wouldn't be able to stop because I'm so cold. I wouldn't be able to take a break to go to the bathroom as often as I need to, because you want to produce as much as you can, because your pay depends on how much you produce.
One of the main reasons why I wanted to go on the trip was because I know what it's like to be treated differently because of the color of your skin, and that's something that was really important to me. When I went with my family, there were 3 little girls, Joanna, Jennifer, and Joanna. And we were all sitting down watching American Idol one night, just the simplest things. And one of the girls turned to me and she said, "I'll never be able to go on the show. I'll never be able to vote." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because I'm not American." And that's something that stuck out to me the entire trip, thinking that she's so young and she already feels a victim to what society has told her that she is.
This boy named Brian spoke to our group, and Brian's 15 years old. He's from Honduras, and he shared his story about why he left Honduras. He had been paying off the gang in his neighborhood so that he could survive and so that they wouldn't kill him. And one week they asked for more money than they usually did, and he didn't have it. They gave him 48 hours to pay it or they would kill him. It was either a dangerous journey, impossible death, or certain death. They rode on trains in Mexico and Texas to reach the border, like hanging off of them, didn't eat or drink water for days in the desert. All of this just in the hopes of surviving. And it showed me really what the human person is capable of and the strength of this 15-year-old boy.
It was so heartbreaking to see and hear the pain in his voice and in his face, but to see his resilience was so inspiring.
It's so easy for us to take things for granted, and people with very little find happiness and joy in life and always have a sense of hope for something better to come. It just made us more passionate to find a way to make reform for them.
A responsibility has been awakened in us to take action and educate others about the truths of immigration in the U.S. We will be advocates for the people we met in Apopka, as well as the 11 million undocumented immigrants. We couldn't live the life we're used to without their hard work, and we owe them more. It is not just about citizenship, it's about treating people with justice. We may have left Apopka, but we have not left the people we met there, and they have not left us.